Welcome to this data on board session. It will be an English one. So we already had Italian this morning, and now we're having German, French, Hebrew, all kind of accents here. So as I said, welcome to this data on board session, which is about fostering innovation and solving issues with the help of a data community. The exact name of our session is Mobilizing a Data Community to Address Local Issues, and we will tackle 3 questions in the next 20 minutes. The first question is how to mobilize and animate a community with very different and homogeneous backgrounds with the help of a data portal. Then we're having a question about how to foster innovation and solve issues by creating synergies from internal and external talents around data. And last but not least, on how to create new services and products beneficial to the economic benefit of a region or respectively of an organization. As you see, I'm not alone here. I'm joined by 2 data experts. It's Sandrine Mathon from Toulouse Métropole, and it's also Smadar Itskovich from the Israel Smart Mobility Living Lab. Just a few information about before we start. This session will take about 20 minutes, which gives us 5 minutes at the end for potential questions. If you get any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat or to ask them here. And in case this should not be detailed enough for you, don't hesitate reaching out to Sandrine or to Smadar after this session. So without further ado, let's start. I will let you introduce yourselves.
Hi everybody, I am Sandrine Mathon. I'm working in the IT department in Toulouse Métropole. So Toulouse Métropole is a gathering of 37 cities around Toulouse, about 750,000 people, and it's a huge organization with almost 13,000 employees, and the IT department, just to give you a small view, it's about 20 jobs and 40,000 softwares for all the jobs in the metropole. And in the IT department, I'm the head of project of Opendata and big data.
Perfect, thank you. Smadar.
Hello everyone, thank you for being here. I'm Dr.Smadar Itskovich. I'm the founder and the CEO of Israel Smart Mobility Living Lab Consortium, a non-profit NGO which includes over 30 high-tech and private companies along with governmental authorities. The Israel Smart Mobility Living Lab is recognized and supported by the Israel Innovation Authority as a smart mobility consortium.
Thank you for this presentation. I think we have now a video for
short
Smadar.
video.
Yes, perfect.
Yes, thank you.
I'm not sure if we have this sound or if there's any sound.
Who provides a digital platform that brings together data and insights from 9 innovative companies to make smarter, real-time decisions. This collaboration accelerates creative solutions for the public good, easing congestion, reducing pollution, and making travel safer. We're starting our journey with a pilot of Road 2. Waycare's powerful management software serves as a real-time aggregate data system, providing a dashboard with all the data collected from the sensors. Using anonymous, aggregated data captured from Nexar-powered dashcams, we will be able to be hands-on with the infrastructure condition and see the road from the driver's perspective. Whether it's a bus or a train, MoveIt provides real-time public transport locations, estimated arrival time, statistic reports, and historical data points. AD9 passively and anonymously detects Bluetooth and Wi-Fi devices, creating an estimated number of people waiting for the bus or train in real time. To complete the public transport picture, Hop-On helps us get a better understanding of public transport users' behavior. With Safer Place, you can automatically detect high-risk moving traffic violations, including unauthorized vehicles in public transportation lanes. Also, Safer Place provides data on trucks on the roads. Tomorrow is the world-leading weather forecast platform, allowing us to prepare for weather-related challenges with the most relevant information and insights. Blue-white robotics are the eye in the sky. In case of an accident or event, a drone will be sent in no time to the location and will provide a real-time video picture from above. All these technologies are bringing a new generation of safety, efficiency, and sustainability to mobility. Join us for a better journey on the highway of tomorrow.
Wow, thank you. This was super interesting. So if I understand correctly, you want to create synergies between the public and the private organizations in order to create new value, new insights, new knowledge as well. So maybe you can tell us a bit more about who you're aiming to work with?
Of course. As a consortium, our main goal is to use the data as an infrastructure to accelerate innovation in the smart mobility world. With the help of Professor Sadie Pellant from MIT University, we understood that we have to create a safe environment for private and public companies to share and exchange data. Currently, we have more than 30 public and private companies that share more than 70 data sets. It's huge. To further motivate the companies to share data, we initiated challenges. As you saw in the short video, we have opened our system for challenges, submissions, allow cities, private and public companies to present and challenge they are facing and to coordinate a partnership among the consortium members to answer it. The solution produce data sets that are piped to our data portal to enrich the variety, quality, and the amount of our data sets in the platform.
Thank you. Sandrine, I think you have a very similar goal to mobilize talents in your region and to create value. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes. I will tell you a story of a specific use case. It's about heat island in the cities, urban heat island. And we have gathered people from IT department, environment department, and a PhD student. This student is working part with Toulouse Métropole and part with Météo France, which is the national forecast. It's a specification for Smadar. And we have to force all these people to create a map in real time of the urban heat island. So real time for weather, it's every 15 minutes. So we have put almost 50 weather stations around the cities, downtown, suburban, industrial, in the forest, in the countryside, to have the weather.
Highways are becoming...
The weather, the temperature, the rain, the wind, and the pressure. Mm-hmm. And with that, we have made maps around, since 2 years now, of a heat island on Toulouse. And in our case, the stakeholders are almost internal. And it's not easier to foster people in internal, so huge organization. I think you can imagine it. But it's not so difficult in the time they understood which people, each people is a part of a solution. It's not only technical, not only organizational, not only legal, not only communication. Everyone is a part of a solution. And then when they understood it and when they accept to dig in their schedules to find the time, it works.
Perfect, thank you. Smadar, how do you work, make projects work with people from different backgrounds and with a different knowledges in order to achieve innovation and to foster innovation? How do you do?
Okay, our slogan is innovation through collaboration. So our goal is to create and accelerate innovation in the ecosystem. As I mentioned, through collaboration, this is our goal. The natural baseline for all the consortium companies in the field of smart mobility. There are many challenges in this field, but those cannot be answered by one company or one government, no matter how big the organization is. Whether it is by Nexar company, Nexar dashcams, virtual digital twin of Cogneta company, weather condition and their impact over the road of tomorrow, and public transportation capacity and arrival time of Movit, the famous one, and Opon, famous companies. No one can do it alone. By working together, we can accelerate innovation. In our perspective, the synergy between multiply companies with multiply technology is the answer facing these challenges. Moreover, by working together, we create more business opportunities. It's for the public good and for the business good as well. And by allowing them to choose which data they will share, we avoid exposing, of course, their IP or their business to competitions. By working together, we achieve more. This is our slogan, and this is our goal, really.
Perfect. I already appreciate this slogan. Sounds very logical to me. My next question is about how you're making sure that the services and products that you're creating have a real value and a real impact business-wise, economic-wise, in your organization or in your region in Toulouse. How do you manage that? I let Smadar start.
Yes, it's great and important questions, and basically that is the reason why the Israeli innovation of investing in our project. We all want to promote more innovation and to create better opportunities for our companies. We have realized in past year that in order to achieve that, we have to build our ecosystem from the bottom up. We have to listen to the market's needs and tailor a customer-made solution. With that intention, we are solving a real problem, and by doing that, with the Israeli biggest public companies, we create a real chance for the public as well. Currently, most of the projects we are participating in POCs, and will allow us to examine the company's technology and benefits so it could be improved. Moreover, those mobility problems exist Israel's border, and by proposing a valid, well-defined solution, our companies can export those technology outside of Israel. As you probably assume, those projects include collecting and analyzing data. We as an NGO obligate our companies to share safely the project's data. By doing so, we allow all the companies to access the data and use that to improve their technologies and identify new business or tech opportunities.
Thank you a lot for your input. The same question goes to Sandrine as well. How do you manage the value creation?
So the value question in administration is a bit different, of course. The question for the environment department was to solve this question: what professional problem keeps you from sleeping? And with the answer of this question makes the value. So we don't have to share data because we have collect them. With our weather station, we collect the data. We share them in Opendata on our Opendata portal. And then we are creating these maps. And these maps are now using by environment department, but also the urbanism, which imagine the future of a city, the future of a building, where to implant buildings to avoid heat island, or in contrary, to create fresh island, or to create urban breeze. This is a new concept. It's especially important in summer, to have a breeze inside the streets. And the value is not financial, it's most budget saving. Yeah. And it's also new uses for the department of the city. And for the department, and afterward, for the people in the city, for the citizens.
This is super interesting to see how the value difference from a public organization to a more private organization. Well, thanks a lot for your input. Last but not least, I would like to learn more about something that your community has achieved maybe very recently. Maybe you can show us something?
Yes, I can show it. But I think it's at the beginning of... yes. As you can see, you recognize the Opendata portal. So I choose a random station. So we have every 15 minutes, temperature, humidity, pressure, rain, wind. And then we foster all the data on the big data platform, where we have the weather station. And as you can see, the day I made the video, it was not so hot. Huh? It was cold. So I chose this station is in the forest. The blue one is in downtown, and this one is in a countryside. So we can see the difference of temperature. And then we have made the ICU maps. So I choose a random date. I choose 1st of November. And so a calculation. And each time we want to calculate the map, it goes to share the data on the databases. And each carré, it's 200 meters. Each pixel is 200 meters. And we have made these maps with a special algorithm built with a PhD student. Voilà. And also, because it's IoT weather station, we have to monitoring it. Because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
We all know this, I think. Thank you so much, Smadar. Time is running out, so maybe you can briefly tell us something about your recent community achievements.
Okay, thank you. Currently, we are in our second year. So far, we have built the ecosystem with more than 30 companies, like I mentioned, including startups, medium, big companies, enterprises, public companies, and cities. With the help of ODS, we have established our data platform that will hold all the data from all the different parties and projects. We are heading this year towards some major national-wide project, such you saw in the short video in the beginning, promoting and managing the dashboard for one of the Israeli innovative Israeli governmental authority called Netivei Israel. They own more than 95% of all the road in Israel. Actively manage the road using our data from drones, weather data, and prediction, live cameras with machine learning algorithms, public transportation input, traffic violation enforcement, automatic tools, and more. A smaller example of how we use the data from different sources happened in Ashdod, a medium-large city in Israel. We got 3 different data sets from different companies, and by placing them one on top of each other, like layers, over a map, we viewed that there's high cars crash zone in the area of Ashdod city that was not caused by high velocity, but rather was correlated to the hours of high pedestrian movement. And that led us to the assumption that later was confirmed that the high rate of car crashes or near misses were a result of the lack of wide sidewalks and the lack of visibility of crosswalks. There are those 2 examples.
Perfect. Thank you a lot. So time is running out, unfortunately. I could listen to this for quite a while. But thank you, Sandrine. Thank you, Smadar, for your great input, for your inspiration, for sharing your data history with us. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to drop them in the chat or to contact Smadar either in the chat or on LinkedIn or elsewhere. And Sandrine is here today, so also feel free. Thank you for everybody for listening to us. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.